Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavin.
And I'm Adam.
And today you're watching Frieren and Beyond Journey's End, episode 17, called Take Care.
I think you're finally going to get your storyline wish. Because they're approaching the Magic City, are they not? I think this is where Frieren has to take her exam.
I don't want her to take the exam.
Epic storyline of the exam is coming to a close, I think.
The biggest storyline in Frieren, 100%. No, I'm just outraged that she has to do it, so that's why it's at the forefront of my mind all the time.
I know you're outraged, that's why I'm making fun of you.
Last episode, we met one of Frieren's old friends, Old Man Vol. But then we tried to get some information on Guerrilla Warrior. And Signs really seems to think he's gonna find them.
I think he will. The name is being bandied about the North. People know who he is. But he chose to go, we don't know what he chose yet, do we?
What do you mean?
Well, he was gonna either go look for his friend
he had to make a
stay
choice.
with the party.
He has to make a choice.
I think in my mind I already decided he's staying with the party, but I'm not sure we know that for sure.
I've decided he's staying with the party.
Okay.
But
that was the cliffhanger.
Maybe they'll encounter the friend anyway.
Correct, it's possible. But we don't know for sure, right? In my mind, for whatever reason, it was cemented that he was staying, but I don't think we actually
That's because we're in denial and we need him to stay.
Yeah. The extra person that Sarah didn't want in the party.
It was just too cliche. We didn't need a priest, okay?
Everybody needs a priest.
Anyway, look at Adam, his sass, his confidence in an anime genre that he feels comfortable with.
Alright, let's get to the episode.
Let's just make some new characters, throw out some names for him to butcher, and then we'll be back on track. Here we go. Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 17 is coming right now.
旅の目的はこっちだ。10年前に旅に出た親友と合流することだ。
ゴリラの行き先分かった？
テューは北側諸国中部の交易都市だ。
ここからはるか東方。オイサーストとは反対方向だね。
ああ。フリーレン。俺はゴリラを追いかけるために旅に出た。
知ってるよ。
とりあえず日も暮れそうですし、結論は明日でもいいんじゃないですか？
集落の小屋貸してもらったぜ。自由に使っていいってよ。
ありがとう。
Ooh, domestic start.
薪取ってきたぞ。
晩ご飯の食材買ってきました。手が冷たい。
もうだいぶ寒くなってきたからね。本当だ。すごい。これは新記録かも。
どれどれ。本当だ。超冷て
え。でしょ。
おお。
やめて。
新記録でしょ。
冷たい。まったく。
Who else's wife or girlfriend does that to them? Except Sarah goes like under my shirt, which is the worst.
On the belly. Or the back.
That was just so relatable. And she put her hand on his face?
Adam is so insistent that there's romance brewing.
But did you not see Sign like roll his eyes at what was going on?
Yeah, because they're young teenagers.
Yeah, I just related.
When I have cold hands, I want them to be warm.
Well, you have cold hands always because you have no circulation in
No,
your
sir.
body.
I'm too tall. Bad circulation to the limbs, to the extremities.
雪ですね。また冬越えが必要になるのでしょうか。
今回は険しい山脈を越えるわけじゃないからね。猛吹雪にでもならない限り大丈夫だよ。
Blizzard.
Famous last words.
なりましたね。
なったな。
なった。
この地方の寒波は一月は続く。遠出はせん方がいいぞ。小屋はしばらく使ってもらって構わんから。
Look at that mustache flapping in the wind.
どうするザイン？出発する？
それ聞く必要があるの？
寒波が去るまで動けないか。
そういうことだ。
でもまあ、酒場も雑貨屋もあるし、小屋も広い。この前の山小屋と比べたらだいぶマシだね。
With craft.
何よりこの集落には怪しい老人がやっている魔法店があるんだよね。私の経験上、ああいう場所には伝説級の魔法がある。そこをゆっくり漁れるのは大きいね。
伝説
She's
級
so
の魔法
happy.
Yeah.
今までにどんな魔法があったんだ？
カビを消滅させる魔法やしつこい油汚れを取る魔法だよ。
Although the oil stain one I would take.
確かにあれは世界が一変するほど便利でした。
おばあちゃんの知恵袋かな。
とにかく今は待つしかないよ。北側諸国の冬は舐めていると死ぬからね。
Now,
実際
underestimating the winter would be death.
シュタルクさ
Because
ん
I
が
want
死
to
にかけ
start.
ましたからね。
俺は北側諸国の人間だぜ。そのくらい分かっている。しかし、もうしばらくは一緒にいることになりそう
I
だ。
don't think he's upset about that. That guy doesn't look shaky. He just looks old.
He's so cute.
そろそろ寒波の時期も終わる。冒険者さんらもようやく旅立てるな。
ああ、そうだな。あれ、俺らほとんど一緒にいなくね？
Uh-huh.
ザイン。
ん？
ちょっといい？
どうしたんだフリーレン。酒場に来るだなんて珍しいな。
なんだかシュタルクとフェルンの様子が変なんだよ。多分喧嘩してる。仲裁してよ。
そりゃ構わないが、なんで俺に頼むんだ？
仲裁は僧侶の仕事なんだよ。
そうなの？ひどい状況だな。おい、一体何があった？
シュタルク様が悪いんです。
はい。俺が全部悪いんです。
話にならないな。一人ずつ隣の部屋に来なさい。
Ooh, good move, good move. Get both sides of the story.
で、
You think he tried to kiss
何
her?
があったんだ？
Of course you're thinking that.
この小屋に来たばかりの頃、
Oh dang, maybe
フ
you're
ェルン
right.
が俺のほっぺに冷たい手を当てたじゃん。
おお。
Maybe he tried to do it back, but there's a double standard.
今日それをやり返したら、フェルンが切れちゃった。
ガキかよ。はあ、女の子が顔ペタペタ触られていい気がするはずねえだろ。
It's like, you idiot.
このままでいいと思うか？
仲直りしたいです。
シュタルク、お前は俺と違って根はいいやつなんだから、正直に気持ちを言えばいい。仲直りしたいのなら、ちゃんと相手にそう話すんだ。フリーレンは喧嘩の仲裁なんかしてくれないぞ。
ああ、わかってる。フェルンに謝るよ。
シュタルクも反省している。あいつガキなんだ。悪気があったわけじゃない。
分かってます。私が意地になってしまったので、 謝りたいです。元はといえば私のせいですし、触られたことは気にしてはいません。ただ肩を押さえた腕の力が強くて、ちょっとだけ怖いと思ってしまったんです。
シュタルクのこと嫌いか？
なんでそんなこと聞くんですか？そう見えますか？
じゃあ怖かったことをちゃんと話して仲直りだ。
The priest coming up with the honesty is the best policy solution.
Simple stuff.
At least Fern knows she was being stubborn.
Yeah, both of them had good self-awareness for
Yeah.
sure.
Just hard to get the words
This
out.
this part of the storyline seems very basic and mundane though. I don't know if it's setting something up for later, but it was just like I paid her back and she was upset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
They're leaning into kind of that young stereotype, maybe a little far. But if you think about it, neither of them have probably had much interaction with people their age. Like she was raised by a priest and then by Frieren, and let's be honest, Frieren's not exactly an example of social behavior.
No.
He spent all of his time with Eisen, who didn't say anything.
True, it is their first real deep dive into people their own age.
Yeah. My last question was, she said how strong Stark was startled her. Obviously, it probably startled her, but do you think it was also like, oh, I didn't really realize he was legit?
Maybe.
Or was
Fern's
it-
been pretty critical of Stark this whole
Yeah.
time.
And just realizing, oh man, he is really strong.
Maybe.
I kind of caught that too.
と優しくして。
ごめんよ。
もう付き合っちゃえよ。
よくわからないけどザインはとても頑張っていると思うよ。ありがとうね。助かったよ。
フリーレン、お前ぐらいだよ。俺のことをガキみたいに褒めるのは。
実際にガキでしょ。
まあ悪い気分はしない。なあ、ずっと気になっていたんだが、旅に誘ってくれた時もそうだが、なんで俺なんかにこんなに構ってくれるんだ？
I'm gonna close my book because it's a serious conversation.
I was just thinking that.
冒険に出ようとしないザインが魔王討伐に旅立つ前の私とよく似ていて頭にきた。
それは構う理由にはならねえだろう。
だからこそきっと私はきっかけを与えたかったんだろうね。
なんだそりゃ。
勇者ヒンメルならそうしたってことだよ。
手を取れ、フリーレン。君が旅立つきっかけはこの僕だ。
私はヒンメルたちに旅立つ勇気と仲間と過ごす楽しさを教えてもらった。どうザイン、楽しかったでしょ？
ああ、とても楽しかったよ。
勇者ヒンメルみたいな忘れられない英雄になる。
私は今の話をしているんだよ、ザイン。
だから私は彼女の言葉を信じることにしました。
ゴリラはあんたのことよく話してたよ。一緒にずっと歴史に名を残すような英雄になるってね。
I think he's gonna stay.
I agree.
やっぱり俺はゴリラを追いかけるよ。もう後悔するつもりはないんだ。
Oh,
That was a quick wrong.
nothing like immediate feedback.
またね。
またな。
No way.
ずいぶんあっさりと別れるじゃねえか。
ザインは二人と違って大人だからね。きっとうまくやるよ。
一人だとこんなに静かなんだな。
He doesn't even have a bag. What's he gonna do?
Just freewheeling it.
He doesn't have a bag with anything. He has one outfit.
I mean, does he have any money?
No water? Does he have money pouches in his pockets? Where's his food? Does he have like...
I mean, everybody takes care of priests, so he can probably go.
But how do you know how far away all the villages are?
Well, there's snow to drink.
And it's winter. Okay, that's a minor detail.
The one thing that I do like about that conversation is it makes me think about all of the people who I've met who have expanded my world.
Adam.
Right? But you think about Frieren and how that gets passed along, right? Frieren was happy living 1,200 years in a cabin, collecting herbs and doing whatever. Himmel comes and goes, hey, I'm gonna take you on this journey. Let me be your reason. And then she turns around and does that for somebody else. Not everybody's wired to be an adventurer or to go out and try new things. But sometimes when you get pulled into that, you don't regret it and it changes your life. And I liked thinking about that. You did that for me.
Oh my gosh. Adam's explanations of these episodes makes me cry more than the episodes.
That's because this is your first watch. I've been told to rewatch this Teary.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Could I have been more wrong about that?
Could I be wearing any more clothes?
I don't think this is the end of that, but I could be wrong.
I kept expecting him to like turn around and run back.
Yeah. I'm alone. What? No!
Do you think they're gonna pick up somebody else along the way?
Too early to tell.
Oh, you're an opportunistic predictor.
Well, you need something to go off of.
No, I don't. That's why I'm always wrong. I just like throw a dart in the dark.
We'll see what happens when they get to the Magic City.
Not sure when it became named the Magic City, but we'll go with that for now. Wow, it's
Where
quite
did
the
he find all
haul.
that produce? It's winter.
珍しいな。
I thought they were naked for a second.
最近歩き詰めだったし疲れているのかもな。
Did he make them all dinner?
Stew.
Oh. This is the first time that they've been passed out and he hasn't been.
まあいいか。おーい、朝飯できたぜ。そろそろ起きろ。フェルン？
Are they sick?
おい、フリーレン、起きてくれ。
He's gonna have to go find Sign.
She's like just 12 more hours.
それよりフェルンが具合悪そうで。おい。
やめてよ。ああ、熱があるね。暖かくして寝てなくちゃ。
We're just out in the middle of nowhere in the middle of winter.
Yeah, she has to have a spell for this. Come on.
Healing's not her thing.
Need the priest, apparently.
ザインが残してくれた薬草について書かれた手記だよ。
ザインが。
魔法で病気の判別をすれば対応する薬草がわかる。
でも病気の判別って女神様の魔法だろ？確か聖典の所持者しか使えないって話じゃ。
私だって聖典くらい持っているよ。
え？
I stole it.
鍋敷きにされてる！
僧侶の才能がない私でも簡単な病気の判別くらいはできるよ。難しい病気はわかんない。
大丈夫かよ。
うん、ただの風邪だね。 この地方だと使える薬草は、そういえば以前ヒンメルたちと薬草を採取した場所が近くにあったっけ。
とりあえず寒さをしのげる場所まで行こうぜ。
そうだね。
Fern looks so small.
Oh.
She's gonna be unhappy that Stark carried her.
いやー、助かったぜ。こんな山の中に人が住んでいるだなんてな。
前来た時は村だったんだけどね。
Fern's like, yeah, dude, I was there.
You mean Fern?
Yeah.
ええ、ここから北に少し入り組んだところにあるけれども。
大丈夫。前にも来たことがあるから。
じゃあ私は仕事してるからね。
People are so friendly and nice.
Yeah, seriously.
待っててね、フェルン。薬の材料を取ってくるから。
ここに来てからずっと手を握っているな。
辛そうだからね。フェルンは風邪をひいた時、手を握ってあげると安心するんだよ。小さい頃からそうなんだ。どうしたの？
I'm not a child.
フリーレン様、恥ずかしいです。
なんで？
子供扱いしないでください。
She's the closest thing to a mother figure Fern's had.
そうだね。
That's only because Stark's there.
I know, but still.
あと2年もすれば立派な大人か。ちょっと前までこのくらいの女の子だったんだよ。
Aww.
背も私の方がずっと高かった。あっという間だった。私の中ではね、フェルンはまだ子供なんだよ。多分この先もずっとそうだ。
I mean, you are 1,000 years older than her.
さっさと薬の材料を集めないとね。
ああ。
Friggin doesn't show her emotions often. That is the closest we're gonna get, probably, to seeing how she feels about Fern.
Correct. But she does a lot of things by action without saying them. I think sometimes that means more.
100% means more,
Yeah.
but people have this idea of her, and I think she's even had this idea of herself, of how she is standoffish, reluctant to change, reluctant to know people, whatever. But we saw it even back when she remembered Fern's birthday and got her that present. Like, she cares. And even her reminiscing about Fern as a child, like, even though we see Fern as the adult because Fern's always sleeping or whatever, Fern is like the closest thing she's had to a mother.
Totally. And guarantee Fern would have let her kept holding her hand if she hadn't have said anything.
True.
Or
yeah,
if she
yeah.
would have said, oh, I'm like magically doing...
If she hadn't said anything, I bet
she was very
was
content
comforted.
to let, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Big snapping turtle. Oh. How long are they leaving Fern?
I don't know. Must have been a day or two.
そろそろつらら桜の木がある場所だよ。
そのつらら桜ってのが薬の最後の材料か。
使うのは木の根に生えているキノコだけどね。
Good old mushrooms.
Wow.
It's very pretty.
Yeah. Cotton candy color.
綺麗だね。フェルンにも見せてあげたかった。
Mm.
冬に咲く花の中では一番好きかな。花は有毒だから気をつけてね。
なあ、なんでフェルンの手を握ったんだ？普段はそこまで子供扱いしてねえだろ。
子供扱いしたつもりはないよ。 フェルンが辛そうだったから手を握っただけ。私はあれしか苦痛を和らげてあげる方法を知らないから。私はどうすればよかったんだろうね。
だったらもうやりたいようにやるしかないんじゃないか。少なくとも師匠はそうしていたぜ。多分人には心の支えが必要なんだ。支えてもらって悪い気分になるやつはいねえよ。
何のつもり？
うなされていたから。風のことは心細いから。幼い頃亡くなった母はこうしてよく手を握ってくれた。不思議と落ち着くんだ。
子供の頃の話でしょ。
心の支えが必要なのは子供だけじゃない。悪い気分ではないだろう。
そうだね。悪くないかも。
気遣う僕もなかなかイケメンだろう。
Please just be quiet.
薬できましたよ。多分フェルンが恥ずかしがっていたのは
Good self-awareness. Or just
甘えている
awareness.
姿なんて人に見られたくなんかないよな。
ありがとうね、シュタルク。やりたいようにやってみるよ。お礼にシュタルクが風邪をひいた時は私が手を握ったんだよね。
まだよ。
よし、じゃあキノコを回収するか。よいしょっと。
思ったよりもでっかい。
That's huge.
怖い。
あとは他の材料を加えて。
That's like a witch's brew.
よくかき混ぜて。
They could have leftovers forever.
すごく怖い。
Like bottle that
口
up.
を開けて、フェルン。
He just helps.
あんた上手だね。
He's a good boy.
助かるよ。
そうかな。
And he left so that she could hold her hand.
すぐに良くなるから。
フリーレン様、私はもう子供では。
知ってる。知っているよ。
本当にありがとうございました。
だいぶ良くなったな。
フリーレン様とシュタルク様、ザイン様の指揮のおかげですね。それにあのお家の方にも大変よくしていただきました。
よし。それじゃあ目指すは魔法
You're right, Kanash City.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
See, Adam plays the long game.
No.
I am fire sign to the max. I jump on opportunities. Adam is a slow burn. He knows I'm wrong, and he's like, we will figure out that you're wrong soon enough. I am fine to wait to put you in your place.
no. Here's the difference. I'm happy knowing that I'm right. I don't need other people to know I'm right. You need other people to know that you're right.
Namely you. But the smirk on his face, once it's known that he was right and I was wrong, you know he likes it. Anyway, on to the episode. I got teary-eyed.
Yeah.
I got a little mist in my eyeballs.
I just think it's so cool how the things that you do for somebody else can transcend that and continue, and you have no idea. And it just goes back to show you, like, how you treat people matters and can make a difference. And you might not ever know about that.
Like, Frieren is carrying on so many things that she
Yeah.
learned from Himmel and the gang.
Yeah.
And at the time, she had maybe a reaction that she's not proud of now or didn't understand, but she's like carried so many things with her. And just like even the little tiniest details of like Stark removing himself so
Yeah.
that Frieren and Fern could be alone and
Pretty-
Fern didn't have to be embarrassed.
Pretty thoughtful for a guy of his age.
Oh my goodness. It's just like little things about these relationships and, you know, that are really getting me.
It was a fun episode.
Didn't like move the needle as far as plot, but it was a good like
Character episode.
character episode tying up loose ends with Sign,
Yeah.
which I'm hoping
I think they'll cross
they're
paths
not
again.
done with that.
Yeah.
Like I'm hoping he will go to tour and then he'll know where they're going and meet up with them again.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like that.
Obsessed with that icicle cherry blossom tree. If I
And the
had like a
massive
poster of that,
mushrooms.
I would like put it up. It's so beautiful and the biggest mushrooms of all time. I really hope they bottled up that potion because that was a lot.
I think it was a soup. Maybe it'll stay good.
Soup. I'll call it a potion. It was glowing. So this is like the feel good
Yeah, totally.
anime that we're watching. I really look forward to every episode
And now we'll go back and watch an Attack on Titan and see people get ripped to pieces.
and just be terrified. So we'll hold on to the feel good nature of this for as long as we can. But we'd love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to let us know your interpretations in the comments below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Frieren Beyond Journey's End coming next week. Bye!